happy Friday. We made it to another Friday. We are that much closer. We were that close to the end of November, but now we're that close to the end. This is like the best part of November because they have tasty food, and here we're lucky because we get to have tasty food on Wednesday, tasty food on Thursday, leftovers throughout the weekend, unless you're not really into all the tasty food and the leftovers, in which case, that's fine. You can eat chicken strips and fries, like we talked about on Wednesday. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Everybody, it's fine. Just calm down. All right, headlines for Friday. Make these dressed up deviled eggs for any occasion and they'll be gone in minutes, according to one reviewer. That's because they don't have horseradish in them. Just saying. Mattel is making a movie based on the Viewmaster toy. I think Gary and I just talked about this not that long ago. We did a team building thing, and it had to do with a toy or something like that. And Gary was talking about the viewfinder, and we were talking about it together. And I think he might have mentioned they were making a movie about it. I was like, how do you do that? So this will be really interesting. The viewfinder. This is a childhood toy. Sorry, I had to get one. I had to see test your reaction back there. Now make sure your reflexes are still good. All right, next up, Fox sets winter 2026 premiere dates for Johnny Knoxville's Fear Factor, Masked Singer, and The Simpsons' 800th episode. 800th episode is crazy. So the winter schedule 2026 starts January, February, and beyond, all that kind of stuff. So 800 episodes of The Simpsons. I actually remember when The Simpsons started. I watched the first season of The Simpsons, the first episode, the night it aired on Fox. I remember my room that I was sitting in. I don't know why. I wasn't a huge Simpsons fan. Actually, in the beginning, it wasn't that great. It was kind of weird. The voices were off from where it is now. The animation was off from where it is now. You watch that first episode and you're like, why did anybody like this? But back then, it was a big deal. It was kind of cut. It was cutting edge and kind of edgy stuff. And so as a young whippersnapper back in those days, the 1990s, it was pretty cool. So yeah, that's pretty interesting. And Johnny Knoxville's Fear Factor. Johnny Knoxville we know from Jack shows. And Fear Factor I also watched. This was an MTV show where Johnny Knoxville also got a start. This was an MTV show. Was it an MTV show? Fear Factor. No, was it? I don't remember now. Oh my gosh. I can't remember if it started on... There was another challenge show that was kind of like this on MTV, and I don't remember what it was. Anyway, lest I digress. This should be good. Johnny Knoxville's a nut, and he does... actually, I really like the guy, but he's a nut, and he does some pretty crazy stunts, so this should be good. Fear Factor was a good show, pretty gruesome. They had to eat some gross stuff and do some crazy things. Hard to watch sometimes, so if Johnny Knoxville's involved, I'm sure they're ratcheting you up a little bit, so that should be good. I'm looking forward to checking that out. There's not a lot going on January, February, March, till the spring hits and allergies kick our butts. So good to have some good shows to watch then. All right, it is Friday. You almost got me on Monday, but it is Friday, and we got to do our meme of the week with Isaiah right here.
Hey everyone, it's Isaiah here for another meme of the week, and this time it's this one right here. When you realize that you were wondering what Spike's middle age is, then you found out that it's a muscular form.
Cause I can get him out of my head. I don't care what we do, everything's right. Even if it's so bad, I'm about to say yeah, 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 yeah. You know I want it, nah, 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 nah. I'm about to say yeah, 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 yeah. I told him I can be a fighter if you want. I'll be there to catch you if you fall. I can make it brighter when it starts, when it starts. I told him I would do it for you, and
Right, thank you for that, Isaiah. Nice job. Epic Games, Gary with the free Epic Games. I hope you guys are utilizing these things. It's free, and if you're into gaming, it's awesome because they're free. So here's Gary with some free games.
Okay, welcome everybody to the next episode of the free games at the Epic Games Store. This week, I think I said last week that there would be only one. They only had one up. Well, they remedied that. They put up another one, but you'll see. The first game, which was not up last week, was called Godzilla Voxel Wars. Voxel is a company that owns Godzilla, so the fact that it's in this game means that they have their permission to have it in there. What this is kind of cool. Is it turn-based? Yeah, I think it is. It's a turn-based battle game. You're in charge of Godzilla for a change, and it's your job to battle these. They're what are they? Funguses or something like that? It's like fungoid mushrooms. There you go. They're called fungoid mushrooms. Your job is to battle increasingly more difficult fungoid mushrooms. Turn-based. Turn-based means is they get to take a try at you. You get to take a try at them. Ideally, your strategy will be better. So it's strategy-based. It's like a puzzle, right? It's you're supposed to be able to win, but it's how you figure out how to do it. That's the thing. So Godzilla Voxel Wars is game 1. Game 2, if I can pronounce this correctly, is Zoeti, Zoeti, Zeti, Zoeti. I don't know. Zoeti. Anyway, it's this thing. This is also a turn-based strategy. This one's a little bit different. It's a roguelite card game. By roguelite, that means like if you die, you gotta start back over again. So beware of that. Don't die. Choose your choices wisely. So you, in a card game, it's kind of like our card games out there. You pick a card, you use a card, and they put their card down. And ideally, your card will be better than their card. But it's physicalized with graphics. So it's like a turn-based beat-up game, but with cards, graphical cards. It's pretty cool. So what is not bad is pretty, but again, it's not an action game. It's not you're running around or anything. It's like you versus another guy head on. Bang, bang, you go back and forth, and ideally you win every time. So not the greatest choices this week, but if you like turn-based games, it's not bad. The graphics are different completely different on each of these. One is pixely, and the other one is relatively pretty. It's kind of computer graphics. Why not get them for free? They're both free. I'm going to get them. I probably won't play them, I'll be honest, but I will be getting them because they're free. Maybe I'll play the Godzilla ones. I wouldn't want to be Godzilla. But anyway, so Zoeti and Godzilla Voxel Wars. Both of them free this week at the Epic Games Store. Why not get them both? Even if you never play them, why not get them both? Right? All right. See you next week.
All right, thank you, Gary. Nice job. Moving on. Would you rather this or that? And hopefully it has more tasty food involved.
Hello everyone, it's your host Lavelle, but you already know who I am, and today is Friday, and today's Would You Rather is, would you rather have pumpkin pie with whipped cream or warm apple pie with ice cream? So let's go see what other clients gotta say. Let's go, everybody. Hey, Gabe, would you rather have pumpkin pie with whipped cream or warm apple pie with ice cream?
I will have a pumpkin pie with whipped cream.
Oh, do you prefer that more than apple pie with ice cream?
Yeah,
Alright, well, thank you, Gabe.
you're welcome.
Hey, Brandon, would you rather have warm apple pie with ice cream or pumpkin pie with whipped cream?
I would rather have pumpkin pie with whipped cream and ice cream.
Oh, ice cream? You would want to have ice cream on the side
Yes.
and whipped cream on the pumpkin pie?
Yes.
Okay, I guess we can accept that. Thanks, Brandon.
You're absolutely welcome.
Hey, Zach, would you rather have warm apple pie with ice cream or pumpkin pie with whipped cream?
Pumpkin pie with whipped cream, of course.
Oh, you like that better than apple pie?
Yes, I do.
Okay, that's understandable. Thank you, Zach.
You're welcome.
Hey, Ryan, would you rather have pumpkin pie with whipped cream or warm apple pie with ice cream?
Ooh, I would say the pumpkin pie with whipped cream because I like it.
Oh, you like pumpkin pie with whipped cream better than apple pie?
I'll say 50 it depends. I would say
Okay, well, thanks, Ryan.
no problem.
And that concludes today's Would You Rather. I hope everyone enjoyed it, and thank you to everyone that participated. Personally, I would rather have pumpkin pie with whipped cream because I prefer that more than apple pie with ice cream. And but pumpkin can never go wrong with pumpkin pie. But anyways, hope everyone has a fun Friday. Whatever activities you guys are doing, like whether you guys are going out or just staying in. And have a great weekend, everyone. See you on Monday. Peace out.
Oh, you're pulling at the tasty heartstrings right there. But for me, it's a no-brainer. It is the pumpkin pie with whipped cream. I like apple pie with ice cream. It is good, warm, especially if the apple pie is warm and you get that ice cream to melt a little bit. It's kind of that cranberry mixing with the other stuff. Just a good balance there. But for me, I am a pumpkin pie lover. That is my pinnacle of pies. And adding a little whipped cream to it is super tasty. So for me, can't go wrong with the pumpkin pie and whipped cream. Next up, the firewood frog ASL word of the day.
ASL phrase of the day is friends. So you want to put your both fingers up and then your index fingers up like this, and then you want to kind of curve it a little bit, like almost like an at shape, and then you want to put one finger down and then dominant hand up, and then you go back and forth.
All right, very good. We got our friends, we got our family. We're grateful for all of them. We're thankful for all of them because we eat mashed potatoes and gravy together and some turkey. Yeah. See, I'm getting it. And then we'll go on to Christmas and it'll be all different and I'll forget all those. But that's okay because we have our family. No, our friends and our family. I got this. Yeah, I got it. I'm grateful and thankful and all this stuff. Anyway, you should get together with your friends this time of year. It's a great time to get together with your friends. We're together with our families. If we're not always with our families, we should get together with our friends because they become our extended family, right? So take care of your friends, be grateful for them, thankful for them, and go have a good holiday weekend time this coming time. This isn't the holiday weekend, the next weekend is, but this is still pre-holiday weekend. So it's the weekend eve of the holiday weekend. That's a bit of a stretch. Next up, did you know this? Thanksgiving edition.
Welcome back to Did You Know Thanksgiving Edition, and this one is, there are 4 American towns named Turkey. How crazy is that? Do they eat turkey every day? Who knows? Hope you enjoyed this Did You Know Thanksgiving Edition.
All right, that is Did You Know that there was 4 turkey towns called Turkey. There's a bunch of turkeys in those towns. It is Friday, so we've got to, spice it up a little bit and have some fun and get out of here laughing our way all the way to Thanksgiving and next week. So here's Christina with some jokes.
Gobble gobble, and who's more tricky jokes on November on a Friday. What do superheroes wear to bed each night? Yams. What did the turkey sing before Thanksgiving Day? I'm dreaming of white Christmas. Did you hear about the turkey going to prom this year? It was a butterball. Guys, for the weekend. Watch some November movies. Bye.
Haha, yammies. Yeah, that's probably how a lot of kids actually call them. Hey, I need to put my yammies on. Yeah, that is good. Yammies. Yammies, it's better than pajamas. Pajamas. I wonder which one it really is. Is it pajamas or is it pajamas? I always call it pajamas. Some people call it pajamas, and some people call it jammies. And now we have yammies. So, yeah. And they're pretty common these days. You go to drive by a high school, 2/3 of the high schoolers are wearing their yammies out and about, or their pajamas. Whichever. All right. Surprise segment right here.
A note from Joe, a note from Joe. A note from Joe, a note from Joe. A note from Joe, a note from Joe, a note from Joe, a note from Joe. Joe, a note from Joe. A note from Joe, a note from Joe. A note from Joe, a note from Joe. A note from Joe, a note from Joe.
All right, that was surprising. Yeah, it was surprising. All right, guys, that is it for Friday. Have a great, safe weekend. Stay warm, stay dry if it's wet out there. And I am looking forward to next week. It's going to be a fun week, so we will see you then as we get ready to ramp up for Thanksgiving and then the upcoming Christmas holiday season. Take care, everybody.